Hello viewers, we're back in the Bug Out Bunker kitchen, and one of the things that has proved surprisingly popular, to me anyway, is videos of me simply making crap sandwiches here in an underground bunker. Something else that's proved surprisingly popular, notice this very subtle segue, is my gin. Here's a bottle of the original Asian parsnip. Now we started making this, here's the plug shot, as a bit of a joke really, because we thought it would be quite good fun. We made a small batch and assumed that it would eventually sell. It sold out very quickly and we've been making it ever since. And I was trying to think of a way of plugging my gin and making another sandwich video because people like those, and I suddenly had this idea. The thinking behind Asian parsnip was that we'd take the dowdy earthiness of the parsnip, which represents England in its dampness, and mix it with some spices that we immediately associate with Asian cooking, such as coriander, which are exciting. So you get the sort of earthiness and the excitement mixed together, and therefore it became Asian parsnip. Asian spices, English parsnip. Now, I wondered, could you reverse that process and turn the thinking behind the gin back into a sandwich? I'll show you what I mean. I'm going to put this small frying pan on here, and I'm going to open the magic fridge and hope that in there is some fenugreek. Let's see. Yeah, I knew I'd overdo it. Oh no! There you go, look. Fenugreek, which is one of the spices used in the gin. It's also possible that there's some pre-ground coriander. Yes, there is. There's coriander, pre-ground. Now, one of the holy trinity of gin is angelica root. We haven't got any juniper here because that seemed a bit too obvious. I doubt that we've got it. Oh no, we have. There you go, that is angelica root. I don't actually know if you can cook with this. I've never tried it, but since we have some, let's give it a go. And then of course, every fridge has ginger in it. Well, I say every fridge. Every fridge definitely has a parsnip in it, which we're going to need for a parsnip sandwich. But we don't, oh no, wait a minute. Yes, there you go. Ginger. So to begin with, I'm going to turn this on and set it to stir fry, no oil in it, because I'm just going to dry roast a little of that fenugreek, just to bring the flavour out. That really is going to be for a minute or so. I don't really know what you would do with angelica root. Something we don't have in the Bug Out Bunker kitchen, or at least we don't have any more, is a vegetable peeler. But no worry. See, you know when this is right because the smell will start to come. It's pretty much there. Let's just get rid of the nub end. That's as blunt as a bastard, that. Right, I think I've got that. Let's get a little, not prepared as usual. Right, there's my gently toasted fenugreek. Let's do the same with a little bit of coriander. This is already ground. Don't want too much of that because it tends to be quite dry. We're going to need a little bit of ginger. Let's have that bit there. Peel this with a spoon. Where's the teaspoons gone?
Don't have any. Don't have any.
Well, nothing.
Just no.
Do you mind having a look? Save me again. Just pause for a moment. I will also need 2 normal spoons and another one of those thingies. I'll use that one. I'm going to be going through a lot of things we don't have here, but another thing that we don't have is a pestle and mortar, but you can sometimes get away. You find one? Oh, excellent. Well done. Thank you very much. That was Lucy Brown, everybody. Peel the ginger with a spoon. I really am making this up as I go along. I can't decide whether to fry the pieces of parsnip, which I'm going to cut extremely thin, like crisps almost, chips if you're an American or an Australian. I can't decide whether to simply fry those in the spices that I've pre-roasted, or if I should actually cook the spices in a little bit of oil to make effectively a very, very simple curry paste, which I think will then coat the parsnips slightly more effectively. What do we think?
Paste.
I think possibly paste is the way forwards, isn't it? Okay, so with my little mixture of spices here, I'm still not quite sure what to do with that, but if we put, not having the pestle and mortar because that's disappeared, you can do an approximation of one if you use 2 spoons. We're not going to be able to make it dust, but if we sort of crack open the fenugreek. Oh, that's worked a bit. That will help the spices come out. It'll make the finished products a little bit crunchy. Yeah, that's quite good. It's probably enough, actually. That I think I'm just going to add. Right, let's have a little bit of finely sliced up ginger. The knives are extremely blunt because the steel has disappeared. It's disappeared because I borrowed it to use in my real house, and I'm afraid left it there. Geez, that is like cutting it with a shovel. That'll do. There's a spare bit of ginger. Right, so we need a little bit of oil, which is use plain vegetable oil since that's what we've got. I'm going to use the bigger pan. Put that hot one over there where it can melt the flecks to the kettle. A little bit of oil to start with. There's my mixture. Let's add a bit of angelica root. Put the ginger in separately. Have a wooden spoon ready. Right, let's think about the parsnip whilst that warms up. It's warming up extremely quickly. It's very efficient, this thing. That's my mixture, isn't it? I can't remember if I've already said this because I'm obviously quite senile, but we don't have a peeler. I'm not sure we ever had a peeler, but we definitely haven't got one now. Is that working or does that look disgusting? Right, some wafer thin pieces of parsnip. That is so astonishingly blunt, that knife. I'm not feeling particularly confident about this, but who knows? It might be one of those accidental great inventions. The toasted parsnip sandwich. Let's put a couple of pieces of council bread in the toaster. Everything's in the way. Put that there for a quick shot. Ticker, 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 ticker. Be ready with some Lurpak spreadable butter invented in 1901. Spreading knife, done with all those. Yes, it's working. The chicken tikka masala recipe from my book, Oh Cook, available from all good bookshops and of course from Amazon along with streaming music next day delivery and more, is the most complicated thing in the book, and if you're a beginner it basically takes 2 days. I've only ever done it about 3 times, but it's always worked. It's fairly foolproof, and it is actually, I would say this, but it's true, it's pretty impressive and very tasty, so I think that is my greatest cooking achievement. That and egg versus egg, obviously. It's not very hot, Lucy. It is definitely on, isn't it? Yes. Oh, well, let's be patient. What if I turn it on to both? Will it toast it from both sides, do you think? It just doesn't seem to be... It's very slow. Safety precautions. Rack position A with the grill pan. Don't completely close the door. Turn the bread over halfway through. No kidding. Yes, something is happening. Very, 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 very slowly.
Smells quite Christmassy.
It does, doesn't it? But it also smells quite spicy.
Yeah.
Quite overcooked spicy.
And a bit of parsnip actually.
Yeah, you can smell parsnip. Top tip for future cooking in the baguette bunker is if you're going to make the toast, put the toast on much earlier. I didn't do enough parsnip, did I? So I'll make half a sandwich.
Yeah.
Because let's face it, nobody's going to want to eat a whole one. I can't be bothered to wait for it to toast anymore. Let's just call that toasted enough. I'm going to Lurpak it on the non-toasted side. I'll be extravagant with the Lurpak. We used to say plenty of it, but that's no longer the case because it's far too valuable to slap about. Anything else you think should go in there before I assemble this thing?
Nope.
Here we go. That's amazing. I might leave those last 2 bits because they're... Are you going to tell me you don't like parsnips?
No, I like parsnips.
Wow.
Happy to eat this.
Would you like a sprinkling of the spices and stuff?
No, thank you.
No.
I think it'll make it really bitty.
Bitty. There you are, madam.
Half each?
Oh, after you, please.
Go at the same time, shall we?
Okay, cut it in half again.
I think it's going to be a bit dry.
I think dry is a very polite word. Who's going to take first bite?
I think we'll go at the same time now.
Okay, 3, 2, 1. Hold it. Take a proper bite, not one of your hamster nibbles. All right, 3, 2, 1, go. It's not as bad as I thought it would be.
I can just taste toast.
Does it put you in mind of your gin?
No, I was just about to say the conclusion to this is that
Drink the gin.
gin cannot be reversed. Yes, exactly. Just drink the gin. Thank you for watching, like, comment, subscribe. Doesn't work, does it?
No.